Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your February the 27th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I'm enjoying your comments down below, so keep them coming. I love interacting with you. Okay, let's see. The title of the meditation is Powerlessness Opens the Door. When we admit our powerlessness and our inability to manage our own lives, we open the door to recovery. That is taken from the basic text, chapter 4, step 1. Practicing powerlessness as a spiritual principle may seem far-fetched to many of us. Admitting defeat is a concept we're very uncomfortable with. But what's ironic is that we're already practicing powerlessness to some extent by attending our first NA meeting. And even before that, very likely we've had our moments of crying out to something to stop this madness, this pain, begging to get well, pleading to finally get to sleep, fearing the sun coming up or going down again, promising and bargaining another time, the last time, we swear it. The surrender of step 1 is often terrifying for us because it's a threshold we can't easily back away from once we make ourselves truly vulnerable to it. Try as some of us might, we can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. We can't return to using and just forget that people like us are staying clean in NA. We admit that we're addicts, that we're powerless over our addiction, and that we cannot manage our own lives. We need power to survive, and we can gain it rather with the help of other recovering addicts, a program, and a higher power. Practicing powerlessness is not a one-time occurrence. We are faced with embracing it over and over again. No, we get to do it over and over, a member reminds us from the podium. I used to feel so defeated by my powerlessness, but now that I have experienced some relief from active addiction and the benefits of getting this honest about my life, I see it as a source of strength and possibility, the possibility of recovery and a better life. Yes, we open the door to recovery. On some days, that door is flung wide open because we are wide open. On other days, we can only muster a crack to let a bit of willingness flow out and our higher power flow in. It's a relief to admit I'm powerless over my addiction in whatever form it takes. I'll ask for help because my real power comes when I surrender. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know, I do think that it was about a week ago that we were talking about we not remaining powerless. We talk about our powerlessness and coming to the point of surrender so that we are aware, should I say, we become aware of the fact that this thing of using every day, this disease of addiction, this chasing the next one has gotten beyond anything that we could ever try to white knuckle through or control. It's gotten too big. It's like a monster that every time you use it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's very little that we can do about it. once we've started actively using. We woke this monster up. And when we get to the point where we can say, I'm surrendering to this disease of addiction, you win. My life has become so unmanageable. I can't inflict this pain any longer on myself, my loved ones. I'm tired. I'm just going to stop, get the help that I need, and hopefully, I will be able to stay stopped with this help. And the majority of people that come here, they're able to stay stopped. They're able to stay stopped. And this ideal of constantly acknowledging your powerlessness doesn't sit well with a lot of people. You mean to tell me I have to stay in a state of powerlessness? Well, let me put it like this. We have to stay in a state of admitting our powerlessness, in a constant state of surrender to the fact that we are powerless over the disease of addiction. It is such a part of us, it has become such a part of our thinking, our mind, our spirit, our physical bodies. It is so ingrained in us that once we start trying to play with it and tap back into it, it just takes on a life of its own. So it behooves me to be honest and to look at who I am and take an assessment of my ability to control the disease of addiction. Once I pick up the first one, all bets are off. And it may be a few days, it may be a lifetime. You never really know once you wake it back up. So if you have just this daily reprieve you just have right now, this is your best opportunity to stay stopped. Because once you pick it back up, we move back into that powerlessness. So it's more to me, when I think about it, a state of mind in reference to the disease of addiction and actively using. I keep that fresh. I don't play with it. I don't disrespect it. I keep it very fresh with a spirit of gratitude for what I am and who I am and the things that have come into my life as a result of that one act of admitting powerlessness. The surrender that came with it has opened the door to all of these other things in my life. And some of them have tried me, but by far the majority of the things that have opened up into my life have been beneficial for me and for those connected to me. This life of recovery, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Nothing. It's even brought me closer to God. It's brought me closer to this peacefulness that I've always sought after. I don't know about your story, but I can definitely say that my story, being able to admit my powerlessness and stay in that surrendered state of being, has opened up so many opportunities for which I'm grateful. I'm so grateful, and I will never turn my back on the things that have come to me as a result. I will never deny my recovery. I will never look another person in the eye and they say, are you in recovery or not? Yes, I'm definitely in recovery. I don't need to tell you that, but if you're putting it to me like that, you need to know that I'm in recovery and I enjoy it every day of my life. I hope the same for you. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit better. I'm still a little bit challenged with the breathing, but I am getting better. And I'm so grateful to be able to spend this time with you. Have a beautiful day on purpose. Talk to you soon.